Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch time. Tight end right. 40.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he is out of bounds here on the return.
Here we go. Quick, 280.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 53 yards.
First down, Redskins.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll throw on first down with Willison. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Watch the run. They're running it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming. Hey. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Get that ball, D. Get that ball. Check. 53 for Mike.
On third down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. That makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Johnson running right. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, sounds like things balance out, right?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PA, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Geis. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he connects with Ertz. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And the Redskin first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To
throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. 35's the mic. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Go. I got it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
You ain't doing nothing today. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
We play to win. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again on second down. Wilson.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, 6
Again, Wilson. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Geis. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Go. We got 25 to Mike. Here we go. At 25 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Redskins scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike, 53. Mike, you must run time.
Here's Wilson. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch tight end, watch tight end.
He'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
You got it. You got it.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Pittsburgh, 51. Watch the curl. Check 99. Good roll. Hey.
2nd and 5. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 99 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
35 is the Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Right. Let's go. 35, Mike, 35. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here we go. Kill. Whoa. 12. Tighten up.
They start on the ground with Geis. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
53 to Mike. 53. Check. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Check, check, check. Mike 35, Mike 35. Watch the screen.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll drop the throw. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. They can't hang with us. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Slam, slam.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now Wilson. Being chased out left. incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
35's the mic. Hey, pick up.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Watch the curve,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's back to throw. It's complete to Jones. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it. Goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
14, got it. 51.
Here's Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for Washington, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence.